We still do not have a single actual real trade deal that Donald Trump has worked out, even though he's been working on them, basically ever since he came into office, right? From the first round of tariffs that he then suspended and then put back and then suspended, put back, suspended, changed, altered, reduced, increased, all of that. Throughout all this time, he's supposed to be working on trade deals. And we've been hearing from the administration for 2 straight months that, we're going to have a lot of deals to announce within the next week or 2 weeks. And I've repeatedly talked about the fact that it's always that same time frame they give us. In a week or 2 weeks max, we're going to start revealing deals. And they've been doing that for 2 months and we have no deals. And before anybody says anything, let me go ahead and remind you that the so-called deal with the United Kingdom is not actually a finalized real deal yet. UK officials actually said this is the end of the beginning. Now we're going to start negotiating. So they don't have a deal. They don't even have terms yet. Same thing with China. When Trump said, we got a deal with China, I'm reducing the tariffs. What it actually was China agreed to finally start talking. There was no deal. There's no terms. They just said, all right, fine, we'll talk to you. So no deals to speak of. And if you don't believe me, if you think I'm just some liberally biased anti-Trump guy, then what do the actual conservatives say? Like, what is conservative media? What is Fox telling us? Well, Fox is also wondering why there are 0 trade deals. And this week, White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett appeared on Stuart Varney's program on Fox News and completely fumbled the question of why the hell don't we have any trade deals? Take a look.
Next one, Kevin. Where do we stand on trade deals? The last we heard that we were getting close to 20 deals, and we were promised that these deals would be announced soon. But why no announced deals yet?
Well, first, there's a lot going on in the world, as you know, and there's been a lot of focus over the last couple of days in the White House on getting the House bill through. That pretty much almost the whole White House team was up working with Speaker Johnson yesterday. As you know, the president was on the Hill. But I was in the Oval yesterday with Howard Lutnick and Jamieson Greer going over some of the next steps. And I'm highly confident that you'll see a handful of new deals over the next 2 weeks. And Lutnick and the president are still finalizing the details, but they're so close that I feel like we're very close to having some more announcements, and there's probably a handful of near-term announcements.
It occurs to me that foreign countries negotiating these deals, they know that we need a deal soon to be announced. So they've got some leverage because we want deals announced quickly. Am I right?
It's the same damn talking points, folks. I mean, in like 2 weeks, we should have some. In 2 weeks. This has become the new infrastructure week. Remember from the first Trump administration, like anytime everything was going south and they needed a distraction, like, we're gonna do infrastructure week next week, and we're gonna like really focus on investing in infrastructure, and then infrastructure week never happened. Same thing with their healthcare bill. Oh yeah, we're gonna have that healthcare bill in like a week or 2, and then they kept telling us that for years. Yeah, in like a week or 2 we're gonna have it, and they never did it. Now we're seeing it with the trade deals, and it blows my mind that not everybody in this country understands this is a lie. There are still people who think, like, they hear Kevin Hassett say that and they're like, oh sweet, 2 weeks, cool, we're good. Yeah, I can't wait to see what it is. They told you that 2 weeks ago though. They told you that 2 weeks before that. And they told you that 2 weeks before that. They've been telling you it's coming in 2 weeks, every 2 weeks for the last, 10 weeks. And they don't have anything because none of it's true. And so Varney, of course, as that segment ended, you heard him say, like, doesn't it seem like everybody else has leverage because they know Trump is desperate? And we didn't include the response to that, but I want to read it to you because it's so ridiculous. Hassett said, I don't think that that's the way I think about it. So I'm going to stop right there. I don't think that that's the way I think about it. You don't think that's what you think? Kevin Hassett is telling us, like, I don't even know what I think. You don't say, I think this way about it. You say, I think this. If you have to think about what you think about it, then you don't know what to think about it, you idiot. And then he continued, I just gotta say, the extent to which countries around the world are opening up their markets to our products in these deals that I've been briefed on is astonishing. And so I think there's a lot of progress. And you're right that we've got to put the progress on the table, but we're very soon to do it. And I wouldn't be saying that if it wasn't true. Whenever somebody tells you, like, hey, I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true, go ahead and assume that it's totally not true, because you don't need to add that. If what you're saying is honest and real, you don't have to assure people that you're not lying to them. That is actually something that liars do. I mean, basically, the guy sounds like a used car salesman there, like, oh, I swear I wouldn't be saying it. If I'm lying, I'm dying, right? That's what he is, because none of it's real. And I love how he's like, man, the way they've opened up to U.S. companies, they weren't closed off to U.S. companies, buddy. Like, that's not a thing that was happening. U.S. companies have been operating there and selling our goods. That's not a change. That's not a feather in your cap. That's just a thing that was happening long before you. And the fact that you can't name a single company that's now doing business in a place where they had previously been shut out. You can't name a country where that was happening. You can't give any specifics at all. Why? Because you're lying about everything. And that much should be obvious to everyone at this point. Welcome to the Ring of Fire YouTube channel. I am Farron Cousins, the host of Ring of Fire here on YouTube. I don't know if this is your first time here, or maybe you're somebody who comes here every single day, but either way, let me tell you what's going on. Ring of Fire was actually started in the year 2004 by none other than our own America's lawyer, Mike Papantonio. And over the last 20 plus years, Ring of Fire has gone from being a 1-hour weekend radio program on Air America through a series of changes. Go Left TV, which we started back in 2007. We've been on the Young Turks network. And of course, this very YouTube channel here that started, obviously, as they all do, with no subscribers. And we've now ballooned to well over 1 million as we go on our way to that 2 million mark. So again, if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. Take a few minutes, look around. We have content that actually goes back 20 years. So there's lots to see, there's lots to do. And trust me, with the next 4 years of Donald Trump getting back in office, we will be here every day, every single day with fresh content for you to keep you informed about what's happening and, of course, to warn you of the potential dangers that Donald Trump poses as we approach his second term.